My name is Hayden Higginbotham, and I think the reason I got into dance was probably because I was always a big fan of Michael Jackson. I learned about him basically when he died, and then when I started dancing like him a couple years later, I just kind of fell in love with dancing. I've been dancing probably about, I say probably about, I'm sorry, I know exactly how long I've been dancing. Uh, I've been dancing for a little over 3 years. So February would have been 3 years, so it's a little bit over 3 years now since it's May. And then going on 4, so yep, that's that.
What is your favorite song?
Favorite song is probably Billie Jean and has been probably for about 6 years. When I first heard about Michael Jackson, the first song I ever heard was Black or White, and I saw his music video as I was watching that. And then other than that, it was Billie Jean that kind of really got catchy to me, and I've been a big fan of that song for a long time.
Okay, but another question is, what what makes you want to be a better dancer? What is your goal for dancing?
Ultimately, I think the goal as far as my dancing career is to, in a way, become famous. It would be cool to do like a background dancer for somebody that like Bruno Mars or Jason Derulo, if they had like a background big dance thing, if I could learn the moves of what they taught me by somebody that's like high up in the pop culture, to be able to like be on the stage with them would be really interesting, or become like the pop culture sensation myself.
How do you feel about choreography? Would you do choreography?
Choreography, basically, I find it hard because it's more of a followed step by step. So there's kind of like your street dancing and then your choreography. So you have freestyle basic moves, you're doing a bunch of dubstep stuff, or you're doing Smooth Criminal where you're doing everything exactly how Michael did it back in the 80s, and you're doing it just trying to follow it exactly how he did it. Some songs that Michael did would have been like Billie Jean was a lot more freestyle, but he had certain cues where he would like always do the moonwalk right on this part of the song, or like do that on that part of the song. But most of the songs that I do are probably freestyle, and then I do some choreography like Thriller or Smooth Criminal and other songs like that.
Would you ever want to become a choreographer?
Meaning,
Would you ever want to teach like dancing?
oh yeah, um, that is actually one of my semi goals right now. So like, I think it would be cool to have like side job, especially to start out. If I get really good and to the point of where I can like teach people how to dance and teach them step by step stuff. One thing I would have to work on definitely is counting. So counts like 5, 6, 7, 8. I was never taught that way. I was always taught by hearing it with the beats. So I don't count at all when I dance. I don't go like 5, 6, 7, 8, a 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't do any of that. So when I do dance, it's more of going off the beats and just kind of doing what the music does. So if music was a person and the song that you're dancing to is right in front of you, what would it look like?
Where do you want to move to like be a dancer? Because you know Tulsa is pretty wide
Hmm.
for dancing. I think. Am I right?
Pretty much.
Okay, Tulsa's wide
You
for a
can't
lot of things.
you can't make it big here. I mean, you could anywhere you can make it big, but I mean it's going to be
It's a lot
hard,
bigger.
and it's going to be so much easier to get your name out there. So really, the way to make it in the dancing business here would be social media. So there's not a lot of big company names that are like, we want you to go dance with Jason Derulo or Bruno Mars. And so anywhere like Hollywood, you could go and you could really like make it big there depending on how good you are, and people will notice. If you are that talented, you will get recognized for it. Or like joining the like a show. So like, so you think you can dance, or America's Got Talent. If somebody like 1 minute 30-second act on America's Got Talent can literally change your life just like that, and you're golden, and you will be known forever, and everybody will know who you are, depending.